All right, so unfortunately, the live stream or the video I planned to or I did broken down, so that's why I'm catching up now with the Loom video and showing what I've built so far on the Apple iPhone Pro website. So basically, the first thing we did, or I did, was basically the background video, and after that, basically just stopping. It's not looping all over again. It's just playing once, and normally actually on the original iPhone page, the video gets then replaced with an image. In this case, it's not possible because Apple doesn't allow us to copy this image. So that's why we have to stick with this version right here. After that, we have a simple section with a subheading and a normal heading right here. And then an actually pretty nice section from my side comes inside. So we have this kind of a sticky version where where the heading um, gets to a color of opacity of 100%, but once you scroll inside, so and once you scroll out, basically the exact opposite appears. So that's applied with the web interactions, where I basically have a heading and then several spans. So you can see right here, I have a heading and it contains basically 5 spans, and all these spans have the same class. And when you watch right here into the web interaction, you go into scroll into view, and obviously you have to select class, and then you just select your heading span, and then you set it to the color you want it to have. And then what's very important is the offset of 50%, where basically the um, because otherwise if I wouldn't set the offset, it would get uh, to this color automatically once I'm, like, let's say right here, and that's not what I want. So I want it to be exactly at 50%. And yeah, once I'm scrolling further, it's basically just changing. That's really cool. And yeah, so now we are heading heading um, heading towards the next section, and that's actually this section right here. That's actually the section right here. And I'm not sure right now if I can build it, because I'm not sure um if they allow us to copy these assets. But it seems like, so we are in a good place right there. Okay. Okay, these are the same assets, I believe. Great, great, great. Okay. Yeah, that's by the way a simple hack, or hack. It's probably not a hack. It's just using the inspector, where you can go onto the source, and then you can go to the image source, and here you can just save these images. So that's I think that's the smaller one, is it? Yes, it is. So we call it just quickly iPhone small, large. Let me just go them inside. Okay, my Loom video. Awesome. So okay. Okay. Now we got that. And now actually that's a normal container, and then we probably have some sort of a wrapper inside of that. And this wrapper has the desired height. That's like the how you say it? Um, two iPhones, right? Recently. to iPhone trip. Okay. And then we have, yeah, we do it like on a min height of 100 pH. And now going further, I actually got this in the container. The container is set to a max width of 900, but that seems to work because the overall container of the iPhone 13 Pro website has a container of some sort of size of 900 pixels. So that's what I'm doing right here. Also, okay, that's nice. That's an interesting. That's a really interesting section actually. So how should we approach this? That's a pretty nice hack. I'm talking a lot about that, but is when you want to learn about CSS and HTML, you basically go to Apple or to a good website, and you go into the inspector and you check how they've done that. So how did Apple or how did the Apple devs achieve this kind of alignment? And here you can see they basically have a wrapper, or they have that's actually a grid. So that's interesting. It's a grid, and in this wrapper grid, they have two divs, and they are so they've placed them with transform. That's okay. That's interesting. So yeah, let me try to replicate that. So let's make simple with justified centered, and then let's make two iPhones wrap. It's actually the two iPhones contain basically. Let me rename this two iPhones contain. And then we have two iPhones wrap. Okay, and that's probably a flexbox. Probably. Let's do it. Like they have a grid right here, but I'm a use of flexbox because I think it's I believe like in my way of thinking, I believe that's a better option because then I can justify it centered. And yeah, let's go. Let's get the smaller one. That's yeah, okay. Like then let's first get the bigger one, then let's get the smaller one right away. That. Okay, got it. So we have to have the iPhone. I'll just call it iPhone. For naming purpose, I just call it two iPhone left wrap, and then we just create that, and then clone this class and call it perfect. uh, two iPhone right wrap. Okay, and then just get this. Okay, okay, and besides this, that's actually also um a flex. So these both are flex boxes. So we have this kind of a yeah, kind of a paragraph. How did they've done it, by the way? They've okay, they've done like a div with just simple two. Yeah, that's basically pretty simple. Okay, so let's get a div block, and then let's get two paragraphs, paragraph one and paragraph two. let's just quickly copy these texts and let's just see what could kind of a that's I'm gonna just copy that product name. Seems reasonable. Not overcomplicating stuff. Hmm, kind of size do these have? Product size. Okay, and then we call it iPhone specs. Right? Of course, if this was a client project, and we would have a page which will be which will scale, obviously you would take the class names a little bit more in consideration, and you would see the design and then evaluate based on the design if this class name is good or if there should be a more kind of a universal class name. In this case, where we only have one page, it's not that necessary um, to evaluate the class names. But if you would develop a client project where you would have several pages with maybe um, replicating styles, then you would absolutely take this in consideration where you have yeah, just more thinking about how you name things, like how you name your classes, basically pretty important. Okay, and then we go to align to the right, and then product size. We just give it a size of what does it have here? I just get my visual inspector in place. Let's go. It's size of 40 and 19. Then opening D, by the way, really great Fin suite. Um, the yeah, it's such a great extension, by the way. That's damn crazy. 40 pixels and calculate that into rems. So 40, we had 40 and then 19 because it's saving so much time. I believe a lot of you guys, um, yeah, feel the same. It's crazy. Like it's really good. It's really good. Okay, let's go. So props to you guys in FinSuite. Really grateful to have that. Okay, let's go further. Point 0.5 RAM. Okay, it's actually I just delete the bolts. Could be medium size like that. Okay, 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 and then it's probably yeah, it's centered. Okay, then we what's the best way to center that? Maybe this. Mm, no, that's actually not the best way because otherwise, no, just let it like I just let it like this actually. Where we have um. uh So that's actually kind of a tricky situation because we have to keep the same styles. So if I would make this to 100% doesn't work. If we just quickly align this to as kind of a stretch, then we basically have this one right here, and then we just make this like that. So this should work. It's the same right here, but then we have the problem that you basically have to have the yeah, that's like the probably the best yeah, or most likely the organized variants to do this. Okay, then let's go further. Let's go further. Let's do this. Let's go with the specs wrap and copy this. Okay, got it. So now it's actually I believe the 900 pixels are a little bit too less. In just that case, we just going to get the container big. That should be enough, hopefully. Like, yeah, hopefully. Then let's take into consideration because we have this transform. Okay, what's the 31 pixels? 31 pixels is like around two rams, around 2 rams. Let's go. Hmm, all right. Hmm. Let's kill the container in this case, and then let's set a max width to this one. So let's get a max width of 900 pixels maybe, and then we just quickly it doesn't work. Then let's go to the iPhone strap and then give it a max width and then center it. Okay, and now what we can do is we can go onto the Webflow interactions. Um, in this case, I actually want to have a kind of a dummy section for the on scroll. So let me get a div, a section, then just dummy contain. So I do this actually because we have the interaction um, with the scrolling, and I want to have a kind of a spacing right here so that I can work with the Webflow interaction. Ph. Okay. That's an on-scroll animation, is it? Yeah, it is. So when it starts entering, yeah, let's go to iPhone scroll. Okay, so let's go with first the left one. So gotta set the initial state, it's really important. We have the now it's the left ref, is it? Yes, that's good. Okay, let's just look it up. How many pixels do they have right here? Minus 65. All right. Well, in that case, it's 65. So then that's the. Okay, got it. As we don't have an initial state, we have to. Okay, how is it? It's going. Okay, got it. It's like. Hmm. Hmm. Okay, then let's first of all let's get some initial states in place. So we have the transform, and then we have, let's say, 100 pixels. The same goes with this. That's in this case minus 100 pixels. Not even a bit. Let me go. Let me go to 130, and same goes right here, 130 pixels. Okay, 130 pixels. Trigger. Okay, so basically now we have the initial state in place, and now we are going to get it out and then back in. So let me go to the live preview. So that's that's perfect and that's perfect. Okay, so basically it's just doing something. Mm. Yeah, so that's on 50%. Let's go to 50%. Yeah, then it's okay. Pretty simple. All right. Okay, let's go to the left grab, and then let's do left so that it doesn't have to. Let's do 60, and yeah, linear is completely okay. And then let's duplicate that and change target to the right wrap. But then in this case, let's go to a minus 16. Okay, is that far enough? It is not quite. So let's go to minus 45. Oh, it's not even minus 40. This one also 40. Ah, that's a bit too far. Let's go to 50. And this one minus 50. All right. And then let's just duplicate the right wrap, do it like this, and then just let's, well, the right wrap has to be, shit, is it minus 130? Yes, it is. And left wrap is plus 130, left wrap is plus 130 pixels. Okay, awesome. And now inspect that. It's looking great, it's looking great. Yeah, that's right. Okay, that's awesome. Let's for the sake of design, let's go with the paragraph on the bottom. Let's place it in this thing right here. If I not quite. Um, Hmm. Okay. In that case, I'll just apply a trick. Well, it's not a trick, but just get the paragraph aside and then we'll go. Let's call it iPhones. Two iPhones sub. Make it absolute, and then let's place it to the bottom. Well, that's a bit of a tricky version, but it's working. In this case, we just use this, and then let's make it to something like that, and then let's place it somewhere here. Okay, and what's the? It's probably 0.5 rem. Is it? Oh, it's not. Okay, let's go with the visual inspector again. It's 19. That's 1.1 something like that. 1.12. Yeah, somehow. Okay, then let's go for normal, but it's bold, so let's take it out. Let's get rid of it's for medium. Yeah, let's go with medium. Okay, then let's place it a bit right here. Okay. All right, so I'm pretty happy actually for what we've done till now. So we have the beautiful hero, the video, and after the video, we have a small section with heading side, and then we have an actual pre-stick section with background image of a background video and a nice scrolling effect. And then we have another pretty fancy scroll effect. That's awesome. And in the next video, in the next part, for the third part of this rebuild, we'll be going over this kind of setting style. So I actually believe there's an interaction, isn't there? Or was that one on the iPhone 13 page? Let me think. Oh wow, okay, that's okay. So it doesn't get any boring as I see it right here. So we are going for the grid system, and then we are doing this kind of interaction. It's pretty neat like that. Yeah, and then we're going over these beautiful things right here. So I'm pretty amazed by the devs on the design of the Apple Pages. They do such great things, and I'm happy to and yeah, and I'm really happy to do another episode. So if you guys and girls, guys and women, want to learn more about Webflow and its interactions like this, then you can visit our page or our Webflow dashboard, where we showcase clonables with cool interactions, not only Webflow interactions but also custom code interactions. It's pretty cool. It's called webflow.com/bloggedin. So it's also the first link in the description. So if you want to check it out to get more feel and look on the Webflow interactions, then that's the place to go. It's blogged in on the Webflow dashboard. All right, so we see each other in the next Webflow video, and till then, happy coding.